And now back to the continuation of the story from a few minutes ago. You're on the Best of the Morning X with Barnes, Leslie, and Jimmy. 99X.
I am not a big fan of Dr. Phil, but I heard him say this once, and I thought it was actually pretty on the mark.
Well, if you say it, you have to say it in the Dr. Phil voice.
Okay.
What is his voice?
His voice, he's very distinct.
I don't ever watch him.
The thing about couples is...
Go ahead.
The thing about couples is when couples are fighting, they're rarely fighting about what they're fighting about. You see, Michael, you think you're fighting about smoking, but you're really not fighting about smoking. What you're fighting about is her refusing to acknowledge something that is very important to you.
Bingo. I agree with you totally.
It's about the cigarettes
go back to the Jimmy
over
voice.
you.
Yeah.
Can I get a couple quick answers from you
Sure.
while we're still in the courtroom?
Oh, boy.
Do you pay for the trips back and forth to Cedar Rapids?
It's equally split.
Equally split?
If I'll pay for some, she'll pay for some. Sometimes it coincides with work trips, so her work winds up paying for it.
And so you go back and forth. She comes to Atlanta. You go to Cedar Rapids.
Right, and we meet places. We've
Gotcha.
Do you think that have you thought that there is any possibility that subconsciously she may be trying to push you away?
Good point.
People do things subconsciously when they're uncomfortable in relationships because they don't have the guts to say things.
Not to reduce your relationship, but a 10-month long-distance relationship between here and Cedar Rapids, it really does equal like 3 months in real time. And saying you're in love could be a different you're in love than a year from now. I mean, it's...
And I don't know if I'd say 3 months, but I would definitely say it's not normal. It's not like the normal 10 months.
In the old days, I would have, flown back and forth, dealt with the smoking, hedged the sports. In the new days, cut your losses and find one that is compatible with you.
Yeah, in reality, it just may not be that big of a deal to her. But let's go to the people.
Let's see what they say.
Go to the people. See, they're ready to talk about you. Can you handle the truth?
All right, Randy.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Hey, you're on the air. Go ahead.
You're listening.
Hey,
What are your
Mike.
thoughts?
Hey, Randy.
What I think's going on is you're approaching this wrong. You're approaching it using the female side of your brain. You need the male side of your brain. I think the side of the male would say, you're obviously getting what you need from a male perspective out of the relationship, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got the proverbial golden ticket here. She's gone 24 days out of the month. You need to pick up a woman that's a non-smoker here, enjoy both of them, and when she finally finds out about the woman, because you start maybe getting calls while she's in town, you just say, hey, honey, I promise I'll try to cut back, and just don't take it personally.
Yeah.
You know what? Not that drastic, but maybe he's got something. Maybe do you guys have an exclusive relationship?
That's believe me, I've thought of that, and Jimmy and I talked about that yesterday.
Are you exclusive?
Well,
yeah, we are exclusive.
I did not. Just for the record, I did not recommend that route. It was among the options discussed, but that was not the one I recommended.
Well, maybe you step back from exclusivity until you guys are like totally calm about everything, and maybe date other people while still dating each other.
But do you think, Barnes?
She won't go for that.
But do you think
She's in Cedar Rapids.
But realistically, can relationships take a step backwards?
In this situation, in a long-distance relationship, which I personally think 98% of them are doomed.
Oh, I'm with you on that.
I think they can.
I
think you just say, you know what? We should probably leave our options open. I still like you a lot. I still want to see you when we can because of the miles between us.
I don't know if he wants to do that, though. It doesn't sound like you do.
He does. He does love this girl, and he wants to be with her. But this is something that is, it's important. Hey, thanks for calling. Let's talk to Andy.
Hey.
Hi, Andy.
I think that he is basically the embodiment of everything that is bad and evil for a relationship.
There we go. Michael, you're evil.
He's evil?
Let him finish.
If you have a girl that you actually truly are in love with, you accept her the way she is. You don't try to mold her into your little Barbie doll and make her do whatever you want her to do.
She's doing the same thing, though, with the sports.
So, Andy, you think if he loves her that he should accept her for the way she is?
Right, and if not, go find somebody else.
Okay.
Obviously, she's accepting him, and he seems to have his problems, right?
Well, she's not accepting him, though. She's throwing some stuff out there, too.
Yeah. And let me just say, I'm not talking about, people go out, if a person goes out and has a cigarette at a bar, that's one thing. But when you're on your way home and you tell your mate, Hey, go inside. I'll be in 10 minutes. I got to hang outside in the freezing cold Iowa winter weather while I have a smoke. That's somebody who's more than just an occasional smoker.
I mean, people do relate as far as relationships and hang out on party lines. I mean, smokers are with smokers and non-smokers are with. When you start mixing the two, there's always trouble.
Is it real? All right.
But my point is, instead of telling her not to smoke, you probably ought to just stand there at the door with a bottle of Febreze and a toothbrush waiting for her to get in.
But Andy, isn't part of a relationship compromising, and is asking somebody to not smoke around you really asking them a lot?
Well, does he actually... Does she smoke around him, or just during the times that they're in the same area?
Michael?
No, I mean, when we're together those days of the month, she will smoke occasionally. And again, it's not, like this past weekend, she had 2 cigarettes this past weekend. So it's not like she sucked down a pack.
But were those 2 cigarettes immediately in your presence, or did she step out of the room or out of the building?
This weekend she was out of the building, but other times if we're at a bar, we'll be sitting at the same table and she'll have a cigarette.
And what is your reaction when she does it? What is your reaction when she does it? Do you just look at her funny, or?
I try to be cool about it. She knows it upsets me, but I try not to get a scowl on my face and say anything. She just. But
here's the question: why does it upset you so much? If you're in a bar, obviously you're going to be in an area that's just absolutely inundated with smoke. So her little one cigarette is not really going to do any more damage to your lungs than all the rest of the air. So obviously the problem is with her taking that cigarette smoke in.
Right.
It upsets me because it's hurting her lungs, and because I just look at it as a big sign of weakness, and I want her to be stronger than that.
It's vile, unattractive, and a sign of weakness.
Yeah.
Okay, Billy is... hi, Billy.
Hello.
Hey. What's
Go
up?
ahead.
Hey, is Leslie there?
Yes.
How you doing?
Just had a flashback. Hey.
Hey. No, I've got a comment
What's
to
your
make.
opinion?
Actually, the name's Dave. I don't know where Billy came from, but what the point we're all missing is that nicotine is a highly addictive drug. It's not a lifestyle; it's an addiction. Wow. And nicotine, the addictive power, has been compared to that of heroin, and it's a psychological drug. It's like your best friend. So I'm going to make it easy for Michael. He either needs to drop her or accept it.
Yeah, you're right. He has 2 choices: to drop
I
her or
think,
deal with the smoking.
I think he's taking it way too personal, and it has nothing to do with personality or being personal. She just that's her addiction.
There's more to this story you don't want to miss, and it resumes right after this brief break. This is the best of the Morning X on 99X.
Michael Rosenbaum and Tom Welling take you behind the scenes of one of the greatest shows of all time.
Welcome to oh God, I can't even get it going. Welcome to Talkville, folks.
Where it's fun to talk about Smallville. I don't think you really know what you're doing on a television show until you do a podcast about it.
I've learned so much.
So what did we do again? I don't know. Let's rewatch it and do a podcast so we know what we did.
Talkville, the Smallville Rewatch podcast.
Let's get into it.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.